Hello everyone. You've probably seen, well, probably not, let's be very honest, you probably haven't seen because that video didn't get too much views, expectedly. Anyway, this is a Star Wars ship I am building in Minecraft. I used to release, probably like 6 months ago, fairly regular updates on its progress, kind of what I was doing, and how things were coming along. And it's been a minute since I did that. Last week or the week before, I released a kind of, hey, I'm able to do videos again, because to summarize that video, which was a summary of the past couple of months, I was using a sort of crummy Walmart discount computer with about 4 gigabytes of RAM, to do all of my kind of writing and recording and videos, Minecraft videos. And I was playing Minecraft, I was playing on this world, and it was just getting very laggy, and the computer itself was kind of on its last legs. So I got a new computer, and then the series of things kept happening, and I wasn't able to make videos like this, which, I had been doing. And, yeah, I wasn't able to make videos, and for a number of reasons, and a couple of weeks ago, I finally kind of talked myself into doing some more again, released a video saying, hey, this is a thing that I've done, if you know about the videos, I'm making more. If not, that's fine. Not a lot of people watch that video, because I suspect as a channel titled Starship Reviews, they don't necessarily expect gaming. But here we are. It's my channel, so I'm gonna do kind of more or less what I want. And so, here we are. So, that video was kind of a where I've been, why things weren't working, and also kind of a test to show off that, yeah, it does work. It works very well. The new computer that I'm using can kind of handle spaceships very well, and do what I wanted it to do. So I have some other ships I can review as well and do like a walkthrough or whatever, but we're talking about this ship. So this is going to be hopefully the first of a more regular series of videos on this channel about kind of the ship's progress and build updates. Today, what I want to do, we're 3 minutes into this video, and I'm just now getting to the point. Apologies, this is not going to be a very rapid-fire professional Minecraft video, but oh well. Anyway, today I kind of want to go through like what this project is, what I hope to accomplish with it, what I've done, what still needs to be done. It's taken me about, I wanted this to be like a 10-minute video, but it's probably going to be longer, unless I really just speedrun. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, in case you're totally new to this whole ship building thing, which, considering the last regular video I released about this was back when I had about 100 followers, or subscribers, I suppose it is, I would not be at all surprised if you had no clue what this was. But this is the Guardian class light cruiser. So this is a Republic era light cruiser developed by the Galactic Republic in the Star Wars universe as sort of a one-stop shop light cruiser, something that they could give to the Judiciary Forces, which was sort of the Republic military, but more like law enforcement. Something that they could use as a base of operations to hit at sort of larger pirate and slaver organizations in the Outer Rim. There's a cricket going in the background. You might be able to hear him? Her? Him? Honestly, that probably reflects the audience view of this video by this point, the way I'm going on, but, make what you want. Don't get bogged down in viewership. But anyway, the Guardian was kind of intended as a mobile base where it would be a ship that had enough firepower to deal with pirates and rogues and, the like. Could carry a squadron of starfighters or two in its hangar. So it doesn't have like a massive hangar, but it has a decent one. Cricket is not letting up. It's really late here right now, just because I've had a busy day and I've been meaning to get to record this video and haven't, and now I want to go to bed at some point, and here we are because I have procrastinated. Also, I would really like to have a fan on right now, but that would make a lot of noise and all you would hear is the fan, so it's like 85 degrees. Obviously, Celsius, because if you have problems 85 degrees Fahrenheit, you're just a baby. Things are on fire in this room. So, just very, very hot right now. Anyway, this is the kind of lower deck of the hangar, and it kind of goes out. And, I mean, overall, the ship is like 300 and something blocks long. It's a pretty big project. It's probably the biggest thing I've built to date in terms of just sheer volume. Although, that Star Wars has pros and negatives in terms of its scale. Anyway, so the idea is kind of that you can carry a squadron of fighters, you can carry a couple of hundred kind of troopers, some shuttles to get them where they need to go, and then enough firepower to deal with any rogue pirate groups in the Outer Rim that you might run into that have ships larger than a sort of converted freighter with a load of guns strapped on. This ship can deal with. So that was kind of the idea. This is a sort of Old Republic, probably Naboo invasion era, designed either just before or just after that whole invasion for the judiciaries that wasn't really ever built in big numbers, just because things were kind of crappy at that point, and by the time it was designed, the government had probably decided they didn't want to spend the money or something like that. So this was kind of limited production run, but kind of interesting design, in my headcanon at least, because I wanted a sort of Star Wars-y ship that wasn't the generic, ooh, Imperial Star Destroyer. And, organic Rebel Alliance ships are too complicated for me, so I wanted to do geometric. And I have. Anyway, and, I've got the ship probably a quarter of the way complete. A lot of the really big stuff is done. Like, the shape of the ship is planned out, and where stuff is and what stuff is planned and labeled, but, not necessarily done to any degree of detail. Really, the only thing that's remotely done is aft, right here, which is sort of the thrusters. So the Imperial Star Destroyer, of course, has 3 thrusters at the back. This just has 2. It's also much, much, much larger. It's an order of magnitude bigger as well. So this is it's a big ship. It's bigger than something like Millennium Falcon. Definitely bigger than an X-Wing. It has a level of size to it, but not a ridiculous level either. This is probably bigger than the Constitution from Star Trek. Definitely bigger than that, or any of those. Keep your jokes to yourself. And yeah, so as you can see, I'll give a sort of tour, hopefully wrap this disaster of a video up. If you've made it this far, I apologize. I'm not a professional Minecrafter, I'm not a professional YouTuber. I'm just showing off a thing that I've done. And as you can see, this is the sort of the engine room, so there's the reactor that does the reacting, and then somehow that goes to the thrusters, so this is the thruster arrays right here, and that generates the thrust, of course. The thrusters thrust, pretty obvious. But, yeah, so sort of turbine spinny things inside that make particles go, that makes the ship go in the opposite direction. And this is the engine room. It needs a lot more work. Once the ship gets farther along, I'll probably add it in, but in terms of basic detail, this works pretty well. You can sort of wander around on these catwalks, and you can go kind of up and down if you need to for whatever reason. And I think it really looks kind of industrial and cool from these angles. Just a bunch of machinery everywhere you look. It looks really interesting. So this is the engine room. We go over here. We have kind of like fuel cells right in here. So this is where the gas goes. I tend to think Star Wars ships need fuel of some fashion. Obviously, this whole area is not fuel, but the ship probably needs a lot of some kind of fuel to make it move. I know a lot of people tend to get ticked off for, like, Last Jedi, making a big deal about they're almost out of fuel. I have no issues with that level of, like, writing decision with that movie, but I don't like that movie. For other reasons, that's one of the few things that I can say, yes, that makes sense. Definitely waffling on. I mean, hey, this is basically like my my outros on my normal review videos, just much longer and more insufferable and watched by fewer people. That might change, but, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, so after that, you get to probably the turbolifts. So the ship has a network of turbolifts. I'm going to have to go through and label these. But this is just because it would be kind of ridiculous to go down a couple of flights of stairs and then run from back forward. There's going to be a whole bridge tower superstructure thing here eventually, but there isn't right now. Just because I've been, you know, doing other stuff. I've bored myself. But yeah, so there's a turbolift system to kind of get where you need to go somewhat efficiently. More quickly than just walking, at any rate. And then there's the hangar right here, which I showed you earlier. It has the kind of holes in the bottom and the sides. The red things are where the ship's main guns are going to be, so the ship will actually have 4 main turrets. So this will be the sort of turret well. So there will be probably a twin gun turret sticking out here, and then another one sticking up on the other end, and that'll be mirrored port starboard. And then in the sort of trench area, there's going to be some more guns stuck together. I might make these a little more dispersed and spread out, because as it is, they're really close together. That might be a sort of future project, kind of moving those. And then really that's it. I mean, the yellow sphere things are shield generators. So the ship has 2 shield generators here, and then 1 forward. The shield control rooms are actually the only rooms on the ship that are done. So the only interior that is complete at the moment. So we can kind of look around and, like, you have a guy sat here, a guy sat there, and they say, yep, the shield's on. And probably monitor, like, power flow. And this is the thing, like, I like building detailed things, but not necessarily super detailed, so most of the ship will have stuff like that, to some degree or another. At least a bare-bones interior throughout most of the ship is my goal. Anyway, that's about all I have done right now. I still need to do things like flesh out fuel tanks. This right here is going to be the sort of communications antenna. So a lot of the front part of the ship is just the communications antenna. This is that forward shield generator. This is a sort of backup reactor. auxiliary reactor. There's probably going to be a lot of crew quarters in through here, machine shops, training areas, cargo bays. This lower area is probably cargo bay. So all in through here is probably going to be a cargo bay area, with like manufacturing centers to build things and fix things scattered around. Need to add a brig. I mean, it's an interesting project. It's a big project. I'm going to make some more, probably better put together videos, kind of going through my progress, kind of an old Let's Build style video. I know those aren't popular right now, but I mean, this video series is never going to be the bread and butter of this channel. It's going to be like an occasional video, just kind of detailing what's happened, probably. So, in case you can't tell, I'm kind of wrapping things up. I mean, that's where the ship is. Just wanted to do this update and say, hey, this is what's going on, this is what I have done. I plan to make more. It's not necessarily a well put together cinematic masterpiece, but I mean, hopefully you took away that, you know, this is a ship I'm building and I've done a lot and there's a lot to do, and I'm gonna make more videos as I do that stuff in the future. I might also make like a world tour. I might make some videos about like these ships, because these ships have full interiors as well. Just kind of go through that. I might do as a bit of fun, because I have them done. I did actually on this channel go through and make videos about like a let's tour of these ships, but that was my old computer. My old computer was kind of junk. Frame rate was really, really bad. It was also a touchpad, so that kind of slowed things down too and made it kind of awkward. So now with like a gaming mouse and a fun fact, very let's go back. Very kind of like clicky keyboard. I feel like a professional Minecrafter, and yeah. Anyway, that's probably it for this video. On the whole, not much more I can add to it. At this point, it's just me kind of going on. I mean, I would say this video is degenerated into me just like going on random tangents, but that's really the whole video so far, if I'm honest. Hopefully there's not just long pauses of hopefully there's more, not conversation, but dialogue going on throughout this video. There's not super long pauses as I try to think stuff up. But yeah, I mean, this is just another kind of where I'm at, what I want to do video. If you have watched to this point, my sincere apologies. Hopefully I'll get better at these in the future. If I don't, I mean, that's fine, but yeah, hopefully this will get a little bit more complete as well, I'm hoping. So, anyway, that's kind of the video as it is. Hope you enjoyed. Guaranteed nobody's made it to this point, but, you know, if you have made it to this point, shout out to you and a brownie point to you. But I think I'm going to end it here. Yeah, I'll see you next video where I hopefully have a proper review, hopefully. Yeah, so enjoy. Take care.